Hello guys and welcome to my channel Departure from the Usual. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe it, and if you like the video then hit the like button as well. So today I'm back again with another heart-wrenching case of a young girl, Kalina Renee White. Kalina Renee White was born on July 15, 1987, also known as Nedra Nettie Nance. She is an American woman who solved her own kidnapping case and was reunited with her biological parents 23 years later after being abducted as an infant from the Harlem Hospital Center in New York City. The case represents the longest known gap in a non-parental abduction in which the victim was reunited with the family in the United States. For years, Kalina was living with the woman she thought was her mother, who was in fact her kidnapper. Kalina was 19 days old when her parents, Joy White and Carl Tyson, took her to the hospital with a fever of 104 degrees Fahrenheit on August 4, 1987. She had swallowed fluid during her delivery and had an infection. A woman reportedly dressed as a nurse had confronted the parents at the hospital but was not a hospital employee. The women had been seen around the hospital for 3 weeks prior to the abduction. The baby disappeared during the early morning around 2 a.m. when the shifts were changing. The hospital had video surveillance, but at the time it was not working. There was no way of knowing what the woman in white looked like except for the description given by Joy White and Carl Tyson. The baby had been receiving intravenous antibiotics when between 2:30 a.m. and 3:55 a.m. someone removed the IV line and abducted her. A guard said a woman matching the suspect's description left the hospital at 3:30 a.m. and that no infant was visible, although the baby could have been concealed in her clothing. The case was the first known infant abduction from a New York hospital. A $10,000 reward was offered by the city of New York in 1987 for the return of Kalina. Flyers with baby's picture were distributed nationwide, with no success in locating her. Her parents filed a $100 million suit against the hospital in 1989 and obtained a $750,000 settlement in 1993. Kalina's parents separated the year after the abduction and remarried. So what really happened to Kalina after that abduction? Kalina Renee White was raised as Nedra Nettie Nance by Anne Petway in Bridgeport, Connecticut, just 45 miles from where her parents had lived. White attended Thomas Hooker School and graduated from Warren Harding High School in Bridgeport. Petway and White later moved to Atlanta, Georgia. White grew suspicious during her teens that Petway was not her biological mother because of her inability to provide a birth certificate. In 2005, when White was pregnant with her daughter, she requested Petway obtain her birth certificate so she could get her health insurance. Petway acquired a forged Connecticut birth certificate, which White attempted to use as proof of identity so she could obtain the health insurance, but the officials told her the document was forged. Later that evening, in a state of shock, White confronted Petway, who broke down and confessed that she was not White's biological mother. The revelation was not entirely surprising to White, as she had begun to notice that she did not share physical traits with Petway. Petway lied and told White that she had been abandoned by a drug addict. At age 23, White turned to sites such as the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, where she found that the images of the kidnapped Kalina resembled infant photos of herself as Nedra and those of her daughter Samani. She called the center's hotline and was able to contact her birth family. DNA profiling confirmed in January 2011 that she was in fact the missing Kalina White. After the confirmation that Najra Nance was really Kalina White, the Federal Bureau of Investigation began a search for Anne Patway. The statute of limitations for the state kidnapping law had expired in New York, but there is no statute for limitations for the federal law on kidnapping. An arrest warrant for Anne Patway was issued by the North Carolina Department of Correction on January 21, 2011, for violating her probation from a conviction for attempting embezzlement. White stated, "I just hope that the officials be able to get her in their hands so we can just hear her side of the story now." Patway turned herself into the FBI office at Bridgeport on the morning of January 23, 2011. She had driven from North Carolina to Connecticut to arrange for her biological son to be taken care of. Patway told federal investigators that she kidnapped while after enduring several miscarriages because of the stress over whether she should ever be able to be a parent. At the U.S. District Court for Southern New York in Manhattan, Patway faced between 20 years and life in prison for kidnapping. On February 17, 2011, a federal grand jury indicted Patway on the kidnapping charge. On February 10, 2012, Patway pleaded guilty to a federal kidnapping charge. As a part of a plea bargain, prosecutors agreed to recommend to the judge a prison sentence of 10 to 12 and a half years. On July 30, 2012, judge sentenced Patway, who was then 50 years old, to 12 years in prison. Patway is serving her life sentence in the Federal Correctional Institute in Alabama. Upon being reunited with her biological parents, Kalina White's attorney advised her to ask them about the cash settlement from the hospital. Joy White and Carl Tyson both confirmed that most of this money had been spent during the year before the reunion, and that a trust fund that had been established was obtainable only if Kalina had been found before the age of 21. Joy White later stated that there had been a falling out over the issue of the money. In May 2011, public defender Robert Baum said that he met Kalina White during preparations for Anne Patway's trial and that White agreed to testify on Patway's behalf. By the following July, White became estranged from her biological parents. However, several months later, she contacted both of her biological parents individually, having had a bit more time to process the situation. She later publicly stated that the issue of a settlement fund was just a misunderstanding. While Kalina White is her legal name as it appears on official documents, she says that she will continue to go by Natty in public, since technically it was neither the name her biological parents gave her nor the name given to her by the woman who raised her, but rather is the name she gave herself. As of today, she continues to have a relationship with her biological parents. So guys, what do you think about this kidnap miracle, where a lost girl returns safely to loved ones 23 years later? What do you guys think about one woman's journey to solve a kidnapping of her own? Comment below. I'll meet you next time with yet another strange and weird story from around the world. Until then, signing off.